Hello and welcome to Amethyst Star Crafting. My name is Jane Ormark and I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And if you go on the link that I've got below over to my shop, you will be able to see the retiring items. Now these are the items in the annual catalogue which are finishing, and they are while stocks last, because some of them aren't going to be in the new catalogue. And it's always a sad time, but it's a happy time because we've got new things coming in the new catalogue. However, there are some lovely sets that I thought that I would just do one card using a few of them, and I will be using some of the retired sets over the coming weeks so that we can make the most of them now. And if you haven't got them, it's maybe a time to get them quickly before you can't anymore. Winter Woods was one of my real favourites. There's the bark here, which you can do all sorts of bark backgrounds with, which is really lovely. There's this one, which is the little sort of tiny filigree trees, which are beautiful. Big Christmas tree, Christmas sentiments, tiny little pieces here. It's a lovely set. There is Waterfront, fantastic scene building. I love these trees because, again, just do a row of those and a Christmas sentiment and you've got your Christmas done. You've got your splots. You know, we're all doing the shaking and the things like that. This has actually got them so that you can do them in whatever colour you want. So again, beautiful set. You've got Sending Sunshine, which gives you this lovely sunset. You've got a little bit of foliage here. Again, you've got clouds and things that you can put in. Just lovely sentiments with sunshine and joy, perfect in there. Really lovely. And there's Snowfront. Again, the little trees in here, just beautiful. You know, put one of those, put a little just hanging Christmas ornament on, and it's sorted. Again, little splatters for you to use. These ones I will miss dreadfully, the Snowfront, Sending Sunshine and the Waterfront, because I've used them so much. But as I say, we have to make room for new things. So I thought I would do something using some of these. I'm not sure how many yet, but I think I'm going to do something just a little bit different. And so I've got a piece of standard Whisper White cardstock, and I'm going to do a base of Highland Heather because I want this to be sort of spring-like rather than green. And then I've just got a little scrap here which is probably 1.25 inches, 1.25 inches, and just the width of your card, because then that's going to give just a little bit of texture. So let's work on this one first of all. And we need to find a tiny tree. So these trees I really love. So that's from the Waterfront, and I'm going to use those ones. So let's see if I can find those trees. I haven't had this set out for a little while, so here we go. Right, so I've got my trees. I've done all sorts of things with these trees. I've done different colours, different sprays. If you look back, you'll probably find lots of videos that I've done with these. I've now done over 540 odd videos, so there's lots there, but I thought, well, let me just do it completely off the hoof and see what I can create. So I'm going to put this one on here, and I'm going to do it in the Highland Heather because I don't want them to look wintry looking at all. They're going to be quite sort of abstract. And I'm going to put these down. So let's just move that out of the way so you've got the light in. I'm going to put these down along on here, just in a line. See, they're just so beautiful. Just like that. And I can, just with the second one, just put just a little bit in behind, not a lot, but just where there's just a little bit. So you've just got a little tiny bit of shadow, but not too much. So that is going to go in along the bottom like that. Now I want to take, so let me just get my scrub out, and I'm going to put that on. I don't know what, you see, I love the sentiments in these. Friends make the good times better. Every little kindness makes the world brighter. Love never gives up. I say they're just lovely. I've used it and used it and used it, and I will carry on using it, but obviously won't be doing videos because you want to see newer stuff and things that you can buy. So now next sets of trees. I think I'm going to use this one, which is in the snow front, and it's the taller of the trees, and it's quite sort of spindly looking, which I quite like. So I think I'm going to have that one, which is that tree on there. And let's have a look and get the right size block for that one out. Will it go on that one, or might have to go on a bigger one than that? Yes, it'll just fit. Sorry, I'm off camera with my blocks, just making sure that I have a block that'll fit. Now I'm going to put it in at an angle like that, because as I say, it doesn't really matter. And then I'm going to, so this one I want to come from the top, and I'm going to do this one in Flirty Flamingo. So let's just put that up, take that off of the base. So I want this to come in from the top on here. So we'll have one in like that. Oh, that's pretty. And that running in from the top there. Okay, so we can fit 3 of those along there. Then we've got that along the bottom. Yep, that's starting to build up nicely. Now we want to do something to, I think, tone it down just a little bit on there, because the pink's lovely, but we want a neutral or something that will just tone it down a bit. So let me have a look and see what I've got in. I quite like those little bits on there, don't I? Okay, I'm going to use out of this one, this sort of leafy foliage bit as well in there, and I think I'm going to have that. Let's take that one out, which is there. And then I'm going to have that one coming down. So I need another colour to tone this in, don't I? Or neutralise it a bit. I think I'm going to use, let me use, I didn't think I was going to use a green, but I think I am just for this bit. I think I just want to have a little bit of green toning in on there. Or do I use, I want to do it fairly sort of abstract. No, I'm going to have a real neutral, so I'm going to have a smoky slate, because that will work quite well, I think. So let's have a smoky slate coming in from here. I don't want all of it coming through. So I'm literally just going to put those up along there. And this one up like that. Right, now let's see if I put that in on there. We've got just a little bit coming up. It could be a little bit higher, couldn't it? Because that's cut that down a little bit. Let's take some of these just a little bit higher, so we can take them over the top and bring them through like that. That'll work, I think. And we can put that one in underneath. So you've got the different colours coming through, and I want to take those trees. I'm not that keen on them in the Flirty Flamingo. It's all right, it makes them look good, but it's not perfect. So let's get that tree back out again, which is this one. Put it back on the block. Give it a little huff because it's a photopolymer and I've had it a long time. And I'm going to get the Highland Heather out again. And I'm just going to tone in between on these. So let's take these trees out again. Ink them up. So I want one to come in between on here. I want one to come in between on there. I want one to come off the, whoops, I left it on the block. Come on, off the block, come on. Pick it up. It's, I'll have to put it down on here and pick it up. That's better. One off on that side and then one off on that side. Okay, that I think looks better, because then we've just taken, we've got that second colour coming in, but it's not coming in too much. That can then go down at the bottom. That's looking better. Then we can put it on to the purple. Put that in on there. So you've got your different colours going in. Not sure on that top little tiny row on there. I want to tie that in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that little leaf part out again, which is this one, because I don't think I've got anything else that will work. And I'm just going to put this back in on here, and then I'm going to take it up that way, take the smoky slate, and then I just want a little bit of this grey to just come in coming down on this just a little bit to just give that, make it not quite so stark on there. Let's see how that looks. That's better, because then that tones in on there and looks as if it's sort of all coming down together, which looks better. I still want to do something with that edge. Maybe I put a few, and I can do this with, let me clear this out. Let's just take a few. This is what I call creating on the hoof. Now I have got this little tiny one in here actually, which has got some tiny ones in on there. Do I maybe put some in on there? Don't think so, not quite on that one. But I do want to have something in on that line so that it's not. Now what I could do is to put a little piece of the Highland Heather as a border to come in on there. Although I don't know whether I want it to, say I want that piece to come in, to take that on there. I think I might just sponge. In fact, I've got my blending brush, haven't I? I could use my blending brush, or no, I'm going to use a sponge dauber because it's easier to use a sponge dauber. So let's just take a sponge dauber on here, and we want it in the smoky slate. So I just need to, oh, it's got a bit of blue on that one. Really want that one. That must be the smoky slate. My eyesight is giving me that's better. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the smoky slate and just sponge along that side, because I want that side to just pop a little bit. I'll just take that along to the end. See if that's better. That just gives a little bit of definition of that line. And then I still want to tie everything through together from one layer to the next. So I am going to use one of the splatters, and I think I'm going to use that splatter in, let's just clean this one off while I'm thinking. Do I use it in a purple or do I use it in a black to give a real contrast? I think I might put it in with a black. So let me just put this back in on here. So we have these ones in the waterfront, which are the lovely splatters. So let me have a look and see. Here we go. They're meant to look like sort of snow or water, or here we go. My stamps are all over the place in here. So let's take that one out. So that's got our little splatters on there. Will it fit on this one? Yes, that'll go all right, won't it? Okay, and I am going to use it in a black because I just want that extra bit of contrast so that it's not looking too neutral. So I'm going to put it in, I'm going to take the mat off, line those two bits up together because I want it to come just, oh yes, that's quite good. And then we'll have so that just neutralizes that backing a bit, and then I want to have some just in on the top here, not down in the bottom, I don't think. Okay, let's put that on there and see how that's looking together. As I say, it's building up just sort of a patterned look with sort of abstract trees in there. Yes, that looks okay. That looks fine. I do need to put it down at the bottom though as well. I need to have it all over so that it looks sort of uniform. Not a huge amount, but just a little bit on there. So you just have that little bit of speckle on the background so that it just builds it up. Okay, so now we can put that in, and then we need to take a sentiment from these. So we've got so many lovely sentiments. Inhale, hoping your day is perfect. That's actually nice, isn't it? We have that one, or what have we got on the others? Yes, hoping your day is perfect. Let me see if I can find that. Hoping your, no, sending you sunshine, hoping your day is perfect. Must be that one. Is it? Hoping your day is perfect, yes. Okay, so I need to get a little scrap of paper. Will it fit in on there? Ooh, not quite, I don't think. I might have to get another. I've got little bits of scraps of paper and things that I've been doing stuff with, so let's see. Yes, I can put it in on there. So I need to just clean this one up. And we'll put this in on here. Get it nice and straight. And I want to have it in black. I'm just going to put it down in on the center like this. Hoping your day is perfect. So I can cut that out and just put it in. I want to have a little bit of a difference to it. So let's have a look and see punch wise. Now this isn't retiring, which is good because I have used it quite a lot and I really like it, which is the rectangular postage stamp punch. And I think that that is going to work perfectly in there. I'm going to need to just cut it down a tad because my pieces are just a bit long. So let's just take it to about there. And as I've said to you, this is why I don't get rid of all my scraps straight away, because you always have little bits that are left. So I'm just going to put this in here because I think that that'll work quite nicely. So just line it up so that it looks fairly level and straight. Is that straight? Yes. Oh, nearly took it off then. So excited about turning it round, I didn't get it very straight, did I? Right, just punch that out of there. So that is the rectangular postage stamp punch, which, as I say, I've used quite a bit. And I'm not going to put it all together. I'm going to put this up with dimensionals to just give that extra bit of layer. And then I can put this down in probably on there. And what I might do is to just mat that with a little bit of the Highland Heather, or even black maybe, to just pop it up a bit. So, or I could pick any of the colours, but I think probably Highland Heather might work, or as I say, black. But it just gives you a different look of a card. Very simply just put together, quite abstract, a little bit different, but it's using some of the things that, you know, get out the stamp sets that you've had for a little while and just turn round and see different ways of using them. As I say, we've used waterfront for the splatters and these beautiful trees here. We've used Sending Sunshine for these lovely pieces, and there's a little tiny one there that I didn't use. Hoping Your Day is Perfect, because I like that. And then in the snow front, we've used the large tree as a background piece. And I didn't use anything from the Winter Woods this time, but I think I will use something from there next time. So thank you so much for watching me. As always, please stay safe, please stay well, and please be kind. Look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye.